Hello everyone, I'm Batpan. Welcome to devlog number 10. As I said in the previous devlog, in this devlog I'm gonna show you the good ending. Not show you the ending of course, but show you that it is kind of different, and we're gonna talk a little about the Unity timeline and the things I learned on it. It's just a simple explanation of what I learned so far. Timeline is a huge, asset that is inside Unity, and I'm still learning it. Before starting the video, I wanted to say and talk about the situation here in Iran, as I did in the past like 10 parts I made, 9 parts I made. I talked very bad situation in everything. As I said that as I made the post, the electricity goes away for 2 hours every day, 2 to 4 hours. Inside the south of Iran, it goes away for 6 hours. You know, the temperature there is super hot. You know, one of the hottest locations on earth. It's like 53 Celsius. You don't know how hot that is. You can just search for it and you see that the people living there are, in danger. And I don't know if they're gonna disconnect the internet again, but I'll try to make video as long as I have internet, and if they also disconnect me, I'll find a way to make a video and be connected with you guys. So enough talking, let's go ahead and see the actual game. So in the previous video you guys saw the bad ending. Let's go ahead and see the good ending. I'm still working on this project. The game is currently finished. The story part is currently finished. The part I'm gonna talk about and we're gonna see is, you see it is gonna send error. I don't know why. The reason is because I have changed the way the dialogue works. I made it like fierce to fathom. Let's see, we have to go to our language dialogue manager and give it the RTL text mesh pro. We don't have it here yet, so we gotta add it here. Let's go ahead and connect the dialogue to the new text subtext I have added for my get up scene, where you will see a little of the changes I made, the graphical change, the cursor state, the camera smoothness. You see the camera is super smooth here, the head bob that is added, the dialogues, you see it's like fierce to fathom, and I've made it like this, and I did it the same way as I showed you guys in one of the videos. So we have to connect this dialogue, this subtext to the judgment day. So we gotta go to our subtext. We have to find it. This is the backtext and this is the subtext. So we kind of can copy it. You see inside here we have the backtext. So we just copy this canvas, go to our judgment day. We find our canvas for the dialogue pack manic. We have this canvas here. We can just kind of add that one, delete this one. So let's see if we can add it. Yeah, it is here. So we have to go to our subtext. This is our subtext. A talk panel, we don't need it, but we can give it. We also need the backtext inside our global manager, backtext UI. Not this one. This one is the backtext UI. Let's go ahead and see if it actually works. I'm not sure because I haven't implemented this for the last scene. You see the movement is not final product. It is still giving errors. Index was out of bound. What index was out of bound? I don't know. So, we don't have the who colors here. We can add one, which is like white. I think it should work because it is what it is. So let's see if it actually works. I hope it does. Yeah, it does. You see, it actually works. So the problem is the canvas is not on the camera. We put it on the camera. You see the effects are rendered on top of under the camera effects. So let's see. Inside the get up scene, we have colors showcasing that which person actually talked. So it is gonna give it that color. So we can just copy this who colors, go to judgment day, find the game global manager and paste it here. So we have it now. We can go ahead and check it out, but let's before starting the game, let's go ahead and change the movement smoothness to 15 so we can move faster. Let me just increase the speed to 10 and this one to 15. Yeah, it does. It is okay. Let's make the canvas rendered under the camera. So let's go ahead and see if it actually works. We have this one, as you saw. Let me just make the speed a lot faster, like 45 and 50. We have to go this way because we have seen these parts. I just want to show you the good ending. How can we get the good ending? So it comes up, we go ahead, we do the animation, go inside it, we come inside a scene, we can sit down, talk to the girl. So we forgive. We're again in the next scene. You see, when we forgive, unlike the previous devlog, you see that the color on the space is like brighter, showcasing that we are maybe having a redemption or we are finally getting free or something. But we don't have only one ending, we have two endings, so let it come out. You see the environment? Let's go ahead and go inside this one as well again. You open it up, we go inside it, we come out of the other side, we sit down to talk to the woman, we do, we again forgive. You see the environment changed, it is now a lot brighter, comes out, we do, so we do again. The dialogues matter a lot in the game story format, but since we are not talking about the story here, and the story is for finding out when the game is published, we're not mentioning anything related to the story in here, and we are just showcasing what we are just making. So we sit down and talk with this man. Yeah, we forgive. And you see the environment, unlike the previous part which was super red, it is the whitest possible. You see our footprint is white. It is like, I don't know, a space with lots of mist. Yeah, these dialogues are not important. We can move around, we can jump. We won't have jumping in the final product. It is just only for testing. You see, kind of lost. I don't know where to go. Like the previous part, white mist is gonna increase. It's gonna take us and put us in a place, and that place is actually our good ending. You see? Let's see if we can see that we are inside the good ending. Yeah, this ending is different. You see that? This is the good ending. And this good ending is actually shown in the timeline, Unity timeline. You see? It is actually used in the Unity timeline. You see? See it here? You see him rotating and walking off the screen. So, and how is it implemented? You see the animations are handmade. So, and we're done here. You saw kind of the good ending. Some things are going to change, of course. So now let's go ahead into our animator controller. You see we have the bad ending and good ending. So let's activate the good ending, and it is a timeline, of course. And I'm going to click on this lock icon inside my timeline, so it is always showing my timeline. I was doing all the animations inside the animator, and I knew some stuff about timeline. I knew that if I wanted to mix some animations, for example, download an animation from Mixamo for the merchant and also animate my camera, these two have two different animators, and I can't, check them both at the same time and see them in action. So I kind of always had it in my mind. I knew, for example, second 10, the Mixamo animation would end, so I would place my camera somewhere else. But I found out that there's a better way you could do, and it was to use Unity timeline. And as you see, I have two different animators here. I have 4 maybe different animators. And the beautiful thing is, you see, I have this breathing idle, and this breathing idle is actually not for me. It is for this one. You see, it had breathing animation, but you see, it was always here, always in the middle. But since it was not activated, you see, if I put this one back, you see that he is activated there. But I put the activation from here. You see, when the frame ends, I put the activation there. So even though he was here at the start of the game, we couldn't see it. Let's see, we have the VCam animator. The VCam animator is the animation I made. You can double click on the clip to open up the animation. This is the handmade animation I made for the camera. You know, this up and down motion, this movement, looking the train around and do all this stuff, you know, jumping and stuff. It was all inside this animator for the VCam. And we also have the Metro Pack animation. With the animation I again made for the Metro. You see it comes in, it stops. And this is the second animation. We can saw them both happening at the same time inside the Unity timeline. You see? We are watching the camera's movement and also the Metro's movement. We also have an animator for the merchant. You see the merchant here, this merchant, which is on breathing idle, and it is not the thing I made. It is from Mixamo. I just dragged and dropped the animation in here, which added the animation for the game object. I had the game object, I dragged and dropped it here, and I also gave it the animation. I just, you know, dragged and dropped the animation inside this good ending timeline. You see we have this point animation, and I have a transition here. If you see, if I put it here, if I put it like here, you would see the animation starts faster and it would just move. I found the best place for the animations. We have this point, it points at us, then he points in the back. These are two different animations that I connected to the breathing idle. Then we have the breathing idle again, then it rotates and starts walking. So these are important because these are all different animations. You see, this is a different animation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 animations. And thanks to timeline, we don't have to, you know, make it very hard to use, and we have all of them at once inside the Unity timeline. You see, it goes away. It is also activated. It again goes into this breathing idle. You see, it is again in the breathing idle. And we have a similar thing like Unity event in here, which is like called signal emitter, which actually allows you to, you know, use the for example, add dialogues in here when the game is finishing and stuff, which you'll see in the published game. We also have the image animation. You see, we have this image animations saying good ending, and that is as easy as that. That is how you use Unity timeline. It is just add some objects down here. I was just showing you how I used it. It is not the best possible way to solve what happens when you use Unity timeline. I'll be sure to make a very simple video on Unity timeline, for example basics, and also anything I learned along the way and anything I will learn along the way. I'll make a video on it. Unity timeline is an amazing tool. This Unity timeline and also Unity Cinemachine. These two, packages are some of the most essential things you have to use in your Unity project, which makes your Unity project a lot easier to use, because using Unity timeline saves you a lot of time. Learning it is not actually that hard. It is actually very easy. You just have to go find for it. And as I said, I'll try my best to make a video on it. Yeah, I start talking and I don't know how it gets this far. It is like 20 minutes. I've been recording for 20 minutes, and since this is a devlog, I'm gonna stop here. You saw the good ending, you saw the timeline, how I implemented it. This was the end scene, the judgment day. As you saw, I have changed a lot of stuff in the get up scene. I'm gonna change some more stuff and I'll show you in the next part of the devlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, a like really helps. You can subscribe to see more contents like this. If you want to tell me anything, maybe suggestions or your idea or your recommendation for this game or anything you just have to say to me, you can actually say it in the comment section below. I would be very happy to answer all of your comments. If your comment is not answered, then it is a YouTube bug, because I go to my YouTube studio, I say show all the comments, then I always answer all of the comments, any comments I see. Then I somehow randomly go to one of my videos and go to the video comment section of it, and I see that, for example, one of you dear friends actually commented something, and I, for example, see it after 2 or 3 months. And the reason for it is because YouTube just decided not to show me that. I hope it gets fixed soon. I don't like, to not answer comments. It makes me feel bad, Thank you so much for giving your time to watch this video. Hope all the very best for you guys, and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.